In this particular video, we will look into the details of two whorls of flower. Outermost whorls of flower, the outermost is the calyx and inside calyx will be corolla. Then we will look into the term estivation. Now, talking first about the calyx, this is the diagram of a typical flower. In this case, the outermost whorl. So, we can see the greenish part that is being present here. So, this greenish part is the calyx. Calyx is the outermost whorl of flower and commonly we call it as sepals. Now, these sepals are generally green in color. These will look like leaf and the function of sepal or calyx will be to protect the flower when it is in bud stage. Now, these calyx or the sepals, these can be of two types. The first type is called as gamosepalous and the second type is called as polysepalous. The term gamo refers to the fusion. So, when the sepals are united, then we will say that the condition is gamosepalous. When all the sepals are free, these are not attached to each other, we will call that the condition is polysepalous. Now, inside the calyx or the sepals, the second whorl which will be present, it will be called as corolla. Now, corolla are commonly called as petals. So, inside this greenish whorl, we can see these petals, colored petals present here, and these are actually the corolla. Now, these petals are bright colored. Why these are bright colored? Because it will attract insects and that is how pollination will occur. The same condition which was present in the case of calyx occurs in the case of corolla. If petals are united, we will call it gamopetalous, and if petals are free, not joined to each other, we will call it as polypetalous condition. After covering the sepal part and the petal part, we come to a related topic and that is estivation. Now, estivation means that what is the mode of arrangement of sepals with respect to each other, or what is the mode of arrangement of petals with respect to each other. So, that particular arrangement in a flower is called as estivation. Now, estivation can be of four types. The first type is velvet, the second type is twisted, the third type is imbricate, and the fourth type is vexillary or peplionaceous. So, we will try to understand that what are these four different types. Now, the first type, that is the velvet condition. Now, in the case of velvet condition, either we can talk about sepals or petals. So, petals will be present in a whorl and they will just touch each other at margin. So, we can see this particular diagram. So, in this diagram, if these are the sepals, so these will touch just at the points and that is the condition which is called as velvet condition. Velvet condition is present in the case of Calotropis, and as we can see in this particular diagram that just touching will be there but there will be no overlapping in the case of velvet condition. The second type of estivation is the twisted one. In the case of twisted estivation, in this sepal or petal will just overlap the next one. So, we can see in this particular diagram that this is a sepal or petal, this is a sepal or petal, and alternately they are overlapping one another, and this case is called as the twisted. Common examples are China rose, lady's finger, and the cotton. The third type is imbricate. In the case of imbricate estivation, sepals or petals will overlap each other, but there will not be any particular direction. So, in the twisted, they were overlapping one after the other. In imbricate, overlapping will be there, but there will be no direction which will be present. The fourth type is the vexillary type. Vexillary estivation is also called as peplionaceous estivation. Now, in this case, there will be 5 petals, and the structure will be, we can say that there will be a large petal which will be present. The large petal which is present, it is called as standard, or it will be called as vexillum. So this is 1 in number. Then there will be 2 more petals. One petal will be like this and other petal will be like this. These will be called as wings. So these two are wings. And then there will be 2 more petals which will be present, and these will be in the shape of keel or carina. So this is keel or carina, and these are again 2 in number. So this particular structure is called as vexillary or papilionaceous estivation, and in all there are 5 which are arranged like this. Common examples of vexillary or papilionaceous estivation is pea plant or the beans.